Hello, everyone, and today is Monday. We are on week 3, and this is Art 2, and we're excited about what we're going to cover today. I wanted to welcome you back and hope you had a wonderful and rested weekend. So let's get started. This is the week where you're going to start your actual project, your final piece. So I want to make sure that you all have everything that you need for your piece. Make sure you have all your materials, your poster that you're going to cut in half, fold it in a quarter style, and making sure that you have your work, all your items that you need for your project. So let's go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. So don't forget that you are going to start your project. Want to recap and remind you of the requirements. Don't forget that you are going to select the item. You should already have what object you're going to do. And you don't forget the order that we're going to start the project in. We're going to start with the line, and you're going to do your pen and your Sharpie in that first section. So let's look right there. You'll do your pen and your Sharpie. Remember, we talked about Zentangle. You're going to do that in that first section. Then you're going to do your next section. You want to do, we're going to switch that because it's black and white. We want your next section to be in color. So let's do color next. So that way you will have a colored section. Then we're going to do value. So let's do that. So let's switch that value, and that's going to be in pencil. Okay, and I'm going to take that out. So next you're going to have your color. So we want it to be sort of like if you have black and white, then it rotates. So you're going to have your line, then you're going to do color. So let's look at the color section here. So remember, they did warm colors on the outside and painted or colored in cool colors on the inside. So that's what we want to focus on. Then we're going to do value, and value is going to be in pencil. So pencil means shading. You want it to shade it from dark to light. You want it to look realistic. Then you're going to have space, which will be black and white Sharpie. Okay. You're going to have space, which you're going to kind of cut it up in sections and making sure that you have it done that way. Then we're going to have texture, which will be done in, you can be done with pencil, or you can use yarn or cloth or material to make it. Form can be done with pencil and shading. And then the last one, you can mix everything in to make it, okay? Remember, form, we focused on just using spheres for that one, okay? Let's look and examine this. Remember, here's some ideas for how you can do each section using those different elements of art. Line, value, colors. You can use some of these colors in there. Space, you want a black and white Sharpie. Shape, you want to use geometric shapes. Texture, you want to try to show texture. Form, you want it to be three-dimensional. And then you just mix all of these together. You can use this template as an ideal color scheme for one that's all together. Okay. I do want to remind you that every day you're going to upload your progress. I want to see significant progress every day. So I want to see you upload the start of your poster today. You're starting to draw things out. You're starting to work on the first section, which is line. Try to get that knocked out. So work on the line section. Draw that today. Upload that for a grade. Remember, your eye openers are going to be due on Friday. Albert Dewar is the artist I want us to focus on for today. But look at this art in the understanding the construction of line. I mean, very interesting artist. I mean, you can see the line quality in his work. And the closer together you get your lines, the darker value creates. Remember in Art 1, we talked about hatching and cross-hatching and blending and stippling. Look at how he mastered cross-hatching and making sure that there's not an outline, but that there's darkness up against that light area to create value changes. So that's what we want you to focus on when you draw. You want to try to have significant changes in value. But look at this and notice how the line quality in his work is amazing. I wanted you to also, let me see if there's some more pieces of his, but this is another example of his work here. But Albert Dürer is an amazing artist. A lot of his work took place in the 1400s and 15th century. So I want you to kind of see pretty much what he did. Look him up, give you some ideas of his drawing ability. Remember that in that first section, you can go to Google and type in Zentangle patterns. And remember, once you type in Zentangle patterns, you get all these images that you can use for inspiration for that section. You remember, you're going to try to divide it into different sections to create that first section with your image. So let's look at that again right here. You see how they did the basic design outline. It has some darker tones to make it show up. And then on the outside, it radiated those patterns coming from that central image. So think about how you can do that too for your first one. I want to see an example of that. I want to see you start that today. Don't forget you need Sharpies and pen for this first section. Make sure you have that done. It's not in pencil. It is in pen or Sharpie, okay? So, or a mixture of both. So make sure that you get that done too. Don't forget your eye openers due on Fridays. So try to make sure that you get your eye opener completed. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, but these are the Zentangle designs. I want to see progress of your work today for the first section. I want everyone starting on the line section and drawing out your piece. Remember, you want to fold your paper in equal sections, so when you fold it, you can kind of see an example of how it's going to look. I do have an example here I wanted to show you guys of student work. Remember, this is the student work. Okay, and this was displayed in the library. This is her texture section. So you see here, she did her shape section, her space. This is form, this is line. So she put her line in she did hers in a different order. This is space. That's her value one right there. And this is the free one where she did whatever she wanted to do. And she painted this. So remember, I need you to fold your poster board so you can have your sections to look like an accordion. Okay. This is another example here. This is the line section. Could have been done a little bit better with the line section. I love the color right here section she copied, or the one that she did in the style of another artist. But you can do that last one in the style of another artist, a famous artist. That'll be great too. Because you're going to have 8 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, she did 7. So you just did the basic 7 elements of art. Okay. But if you need to do an extra section, I have you all doing 8 so it can be even. So I think that'll be great. This is her texture section. So found things. She made her section right here, the ice cream with texture. Just different things. She got little pom-poms, yarn, paper. All right, perfect example here of what I'm looking for, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They did the basic 7. All right, so right here you have line. This one represents shape. This one is value. Very nicely done. Texture, I like to use the use of the yarn. So think about that. Space, black and white. That's all you're thinking about is breaking that space up in black and white. Form, they kind of made it 3-dimensional circles and spheres. And then the last one, color, they decided to do it in the style of an artist. So that's up to you. But if you have enough to do, you want to fold it and do 7, that's fine. You want to do an extra one for extra grade to add 8 sections, that's up to you. But 7 is the main required ones, okay? Very nicely done here of the wolf. You can see it change each time using those 7 elements of art. Okay, that's another class. All right, so I wanted you to get some ideas and see how this project's supposed to be constructed. It's up to you. Like I said, I want to just see progress every day. So I want you to start on that first one, that line, start on that and get that started. Once you get that started, then you're set, you know. So if you need to schedule a Zoom meeting, you need to text me or email me first at 252-903-5486 or email me. And then I can kind of have a one-on-one meeting with you to make sure that you're on the right track. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. And don't forget, today you need to show your progress on the start of your poster, work on your sketches, and yeah, that's what you need to do. All right, and remember, sketches are due Friday. Thank you.